Evening. So the moon's out where I am, and I thought, let's do these readings while the moon's out, not the sun. Again, I'm still a bit snuffly. The seasons change. It happens to me. So I hope you guys won't mind that too much. Let's get some pyrotechnics going. Woo! How is everybody's? Hi, Christian. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys are having a lovely evening so far. Is the moon out where you are? Please tell me. Thank you, Amber. Hi, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name. Sheila. Sheila? Did I say that right? I'm sorry. Thank you. It's midday. Okay, so let me just give you a breakdown of what's going on here. The moon came out about 45 minutes ago, so it has risen. It's settled comfortably in the evening sky. It's been such a I don't know how to put it. I mean, saying it was beautiful is underplaying it and understating it in so many ways. It's completely unfair to say that the obvious beauty of the moon last night and even today, I can't put it into words. But it was just so beautiful. How was your full moon? California in the house. Who else is in here? But it was really lovely. And it was such a positive way to start spring. It was such a clear sky where I was. And the Virgo moon was in Virgo's very obvious regala, glowing and glimmering, the auras and the positive energy that the moon came with. Amazing. Hola, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're going to shuffle. Just get everybody energies going. Please shake out all your energies just while you're here. We're going to try and really raise some high vibrations here today. I think this moon is a bit of a portal. I feel like this time is going to be a bit of a loophole for us if we wish to. Right now, we can really do a lot of good. Again, we'll do the one question, one card, 1111, but that's if you guys feel like whenever you want to go ahead and do that, you can. I prefer PayPal, but you can do it on this thingy-majiggy too. Let's start this reading with a little prayer. I hope we're all in good health. I hope we all stay in good health. I hope our abundance overflows. We leave this chat with positive energy, full of love, and our dreams and ambitions are ahead of us in this new path. Five of Pentacles. Guys, so the collective energy may have been feeling a little bit. I hope you guys can see the cards. The lighting is, again, a little bit poor. Forgive me for that. The Five of Pentacles. A little bit of a lack mentality mindset. Feeling deprived, feeling less than, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling as if you just somehow can't seem to figure out the way forward. But guess what? That dark night of the soul thing, you've reached source. You don't have to be a Virgo to be, for this reading to resonate, but I think if you're here for a reason, and so write it. Let's just go with it, and let's drive this car, this vehicle of energy that we are creating together, and let's see how we can turn this Five of Pentacles into exactly what it's supposed to be. You've reached source. You've reached that place within yourself where you were supposed to able to get the help. The thing is, a lot of it was through your own struggle and your own strife. You managed to create enough momentum to be able to get the help that you need now. Take your time, be a little bit patient, But live with the understanding that if you were trying to manifest, and if you have been trying to manifest, and if your manifestations have been a bit stuck and stagnant, the hard days are over. The dog days are over. There we go. The dog days are over. 5 of Pentacles. Should we keep shuffling? Okay, let's hope we got in the house. Oh, David Small, you might have photos of the camera. Oh, of the moon rising. Lovely. Very, very good, guys. So, Saturday evening. The moon is still in Virgo. It's still very much Virgo energy. And I have a word in mind. And it's been in my mind since yesterday. And it was lucrative. And it came about to me while I was on my walk in, like, the densest woods I know. It's a real magic woods. There's lots of fae folk there. It's brilliant. And I kept hearing the whisper of the word lucrative amongst the buds. Guys, while you're in here, can I ask you guys to hit the thumbs up button? It just makes it easier for me to do these and for it to get out to you guys. So just hit the thumbs up button for me. Thank you. Where were we? The word lucrative. Virgo, I think you guys have been pre-programmed with that word sort of ingrained into your brains. You come about into this program thinking about how to be lucrative and how to be the personification of the word lucrative. Relationships, career. You know, Virgo, it's interesting that the word lucrative came to me and the 5 of Pentacles came up. The card that just fell out was the Lover's card. And I feel like a lot of you are hanging on to this energy and it's almost as if you're pushing away You know what came to me? I feel as if this is Virgo, I hope you guys can see the cards. If the 5 of Pentacles is Virgo and the Lover's card came up, it's almost as if Virgo, I think you might be psyching yourself out of love. I feel if you're in a loving relationship, you might be a little bit... 5 of Pentacles for me is a little bit battered and bruised, a little bit deflated. Like ego low, you know? Low sacral, low solar plexus. I know that, Virgo, when you're in that 5 of Pentacles place, you kind of shut down emotionally. Like internally, it really begins to get a bit quiet, like a desert, you know? And that's not mutable, Virgo. That's never good for Virgo, to get too fixed, get too dry. Because you kind of lose your essence in that. The Lover's energy, Gemini energy, mutable energy, also a reminder to be mutable. Your mastery is in your ability to shapeshift according to the moment. I feel as if there's a disappointment that, Virgo, you might be using as an excuse. If you decide, Virgo, that you'd rather be the Lover's card over the 5 of Pentacles, I believe that with this energy that's kind of being presented to you on a plate now, where you get to decide which side of the fence you want to be on, the harmony really kind of needs to start within you. And if you harmonize or make peace with the things that you can't necessarily change, but identify quite clearly with the things that you know do need changing. And it doesn't always need to be demolition, but if anything, take cue from the seasons. Spring is always, the amount of rebirth and regrowth that happens. It's no coincidence we're stepping out of Mercury retrograde. A time to redo. So whilst we might be regrowing, a reminder to check yourself with that attitude, that internal voice, and kind of remind yourself to enjoy this present moment, this wonderful present moment. Breathing. And before you know it, this love is energy, which might even be a reconciliation with yourself. You guys are awfully quiet this evening. What's going on? 23 people in the house. Good evening to all of you. Enjoying this beautiful day. I'm feeling inspired, as I hope you are too. I hope you're relishing in the enjoying all the wonderful things life has to offer you. 2 p.m. in DC, Wendy in the house. Wendy in the city even. Wendy, look at that. That's freedom. This is also a mind state. Yellow is the color of daffodils. Maybe some solar plexus. But that kind of confidence really needs to be worked on yourself now. There might be cliffs that you need to walk off. Not literally, figuratively, guys. Those risks that you are kind of being brought to now. Those new journeys, those challenges, the things that might mean that you should really go in that direction that scares the crap out of you. And you should kind of do it. And I think you should be a little bit fearless about your decision to do it because the sun seems to be shining on you. And if you decide to bear a little bit of faith, which, let's be honest, is a bit like a perennial. It comes back. It just needs a little bit of care and a bit of pruning. So, take care of you a little bit better. This Virgo full moon, take care of you a little bit better. And before any journey, it's always a good idea to be well rested, especially if you're quite exhausted by the long winter and what it may have meant. What it may have meant that this is now the doorway to a relationship, Virgo. That means that you might need to free up some internal space and let the good in. Let the good in, Virgo. 5 a.m. in Australia. Good morning. Ready to embrace a new chapter. How beautiful, CJ. How absolutely beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Please let me know where you guys are at. Let's share the, I don't know, how do I say this? I almost feel like we're an energy and it's above time zones. We kind of linger in this space because we're all sort of kindred spirits, aren't we? And we're all sort of floating around in the ethers. And it's this bizarre thing where you meet people from different parts of the world and it's like, I already know you. Even though you could have never have met this person before. But it's like, it's so predestined to have met that kind of energy because it's familiar to you, because you may not presently be there, but you're there. Nicola from London, hello. Baby London is so beautiful. Take care of baby London. Baby London is so beautiful. It's one of the best cities all over the world. Very cool to be talking to people all over the world at the same time. How cool is that, huh? We're lucky. We're also lucky. And let us take away from this the fact that we are so incredibly lucky. Spring's ahead of us. What are we all looking to create? Oh. The Queen of Swords. Hey, in the house. Oh my God, Richard's aunt is alive. Oh wow. Hello, welcome. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I love that. Thank you for joining. Look what we have. We have this bad. Am I even allowed to say that word anymore? I feel nervous saying it. That B-I, let's say B-I-C-H. Let's leave it at that. She's bad. Okay. This Queen of Swords is bad. Let's give it to her. She knows the fat from the meat. Okay, why did I even use that analogy? Gross. You know what I mean, though. She knows the truth from the false. She knows what's real. She knows what's right. There might need to be a little bit honing into this energy. Thank you, Nicola. Listen, I said yesterday, and I stick by it. Virgo energy, and kind of the collective. You guys might have been a little bit gaslit that last decade. And it's becoming so apparent now because with all of these like really intense shifts that are happening and this like move that's now into like fully integrating the age of Aquarius, we're really like, we were sown this last decade, right? And even though the energy might have felt like we were really being buried, this kind of is your time now to finally kind of fully embrace your purpose here. And if you wish to, you could be really sure of yourself and own it and not feel ashamed of owning it. And just kind of do it because you've kind of been, all of the other irrelevant things kind of been taken away from us. Do you not agree? I feel like that anyway. And then we might say, let's go back to the normal. Like, really? Maybe this is good because we're kind of focusing on the winning. Like, not the small wins, the collective wins, the big wins. I think cutting is a really good idea. I'm kind of being a bit detached. I'm kind of embracing what needs to change. They could be right that this, let's not get too ready to put our defenses down just yet kind of energy. So yeah, it might be like, okay, I've done all the hard work, I've done this, right, fair enough. Your defenses kind of might need to still be up because let's face it, it's not the time yet. Perhaps. Let's keep shifting. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is intense, huh? Okay. There's a lot of defensive energy. Everyone's got their ammunition ready. There's a lot being done with a lot of logic, but I just don't see how conducive it is to be coming from a defensive energy. I don't understand the point of having your guard up. Okay, it's necessary. Not all the time, though. And I think that this discerning when the time is, the truth, when the time is for the truth, when the time is to speak up, when the time is to say your thing, when the time is to be able to defend yourself, go ahead and do it. And maybe that's a bit of your new start also, but turning that too much into an identity might lead you to turn into stone, and I never think that's a good idea. It's one of those kings and queens where information kind of is the only form of energy exchange that is ever taking place. Like, there's a real lack of intimacy here. It's too cold. Hi, Andrea. On the camera screen, I had 2211. Singles to lovers. You were kind of never alone, though. I feel like you guys are kind of always together. It was about waiting for the time to come about. I think it's kind of going to be difficult to ignore it now, though. We begin the new astrological cycle, which kind of is a new year. Technically, for me, it's a new year. This new beginning, decisions about how to turn your life into a more meaningful experience. And how really embracing how freedom and detachment from a lot of things can really help you, Virgo energy. To stop seeing yourself as less than or undeserving. 5 of Pentacles energy really for me is relax. The hard bit's over. So maybe you take that and kind of see how you can move forward with a bit more reassurance that things should hopefully be moving in the direction of a more aware you. Ooh. Knight of Cups. Page of Wands. The Sun card. The 5 of Swords. The Hanged Man. And this Taurus, the Hierophant. Again, yesterday this was all over the reading. Significant Taurian energy, Uranus and Taurus. Spiritualism, religion. This is connecting. This is having a connection, internal connection, being able to get information from the above, and then being able to be, use it here on this realm. This is being able to put yourself in a form of reception, a form of being able to really fully absorb messages, a form of really being able to connect with the material around you, source, nature, other people, family members, especially people in your congregation, people in your friend circle. Feeling, I think, a little bit more spiritually inclined at the moment. Allowing yourself to really connect to source at the moment would be a very good idea. Invitations. You could be receiving a message from a Taurus, an invitation. It's quite a serious one. I have a feeling it's something to do with love and romance. There could be a very significant opportunity coming about. Hi, Janine. There could be a very important opportunity coming about, Virgo, or whoever else is in here. And it might mean a lot about choosing your battles. And hangman situation, kind of letting yourself slow down a bit and come into a better understanding of how really abundant you are at the moment, and how the possibility of creating can become a lot more possible once you decide to illuminate yourself a lot more. This illumination does come after temporary suspension. It is willing temporary suspension, though. So it is one that decides to take time out, one that decides to step outside of the loop and the bubble. If you're able to do that, you kind of find yourself in a position of advantage. You kind of find yourself somewhere where the decision is actually yours, and one that you're free to make should you decide to make it. Thing is, being able to step outside of the loop a little bit might help a lot. So try it. And when I say stepping out of the loop, I know that none of us are being actively social at the moment. Stepping outside of the loop is the loop of social media, even. Stop being so plugged in. Spend a little bit of time by yourself, illuminating yourself. Because that's the only way a lot of this Hierophant stuff, the being able to channel, do you see that tool? The being able to channel information in and out of this realm successfully kind of depends on your own energy right now. So where you decide to be battling yourself or giving your energy away, Virgo. 5 of Swords. How easy is it for Virgo to get stuck in this energy? Like with that sword up, it's not like every little thing is not your problem, Virgo. You can let stuff go. And when you find things that are taking over you a little bit, maybe try and be the Page of Wands and kind of go and distract yourself with other stuff. Page of Wands is also a message for me. Another message. So a lot of messages, a lot of information has been held up during this Mercury retrograde, Virgo. And I think you're getting a bit impatient with yourself. Six of Pentacles. Giving and taking. Give yourself credit for what you do. Give yourself a bit of credit for what you own and what you're worth and what you're doing. And how much what you're doing is worth. You can create a lot of really perfectly balanced relationships that will really work out quite nicely financially and be the best use of your talents if, Virgo, you get a bit more in flow with the nature of give and take. Stop selling yourself short. That's never necessary. But just start having a better thought out plan out of this lack mentality stuff. You know, It's significant that there's two there, the pair there. And if you're in a relationship, maybe this is something you and your partner could be working on. The equal give and take, the balancing of the two entities merging into one. The balancing of the two entities merging into one. And like I said, there's a lot of really cold energy here. Where is the romance? Where is the love? There's got to be a lot more give and take. There's got to be a lot more that you're not only doing for somebody else, but you're doing for yourself and allowing somebody to do for you. And unless you don't speak on it, is it necessarily possible that that's even going to happen? So when you decide to give, don't give resentfully. And when you take, be appreciative and take your fair share. Don't take more than your share. Take your fair share. There's no need to be depraved. It's in your energy. The Ace of Pentacles is totally in your energy. There's just a real need for you to be informatively savvy. There's somewhere that you might need to cross the I's and dot the T's. Dot the T's and cross the I's. And there might be somewhere where you might need to allow money to flow through you through some sort of information-based energy. This is on its way to you. Ace of Pentacles. It's all the abundance. It's like the card of abundance, isn't it? So what does that mean to you? Get really clear about it. We spoke about financial plans yesterday. Get super, super clear about it. And expect it. Because it's kind of there. King of Swords. Let's shuffle a bit more. Aquarius energy. Age of Aquarius might mean that you, Virgo, become really quite savvy with your money. High Priestess. And the Six of Pentacles again. A lot of give and take energy, a lot of balance energy, a little bit of Libra energy. The High Priestess. Pisces energy. Feminine. Knowing. The Oracle. The development. The bringing to life of things manifested in the mind. The creating situations, creating, manifesting with little to no effort. Somewhere between sort of master level, stuck somewhere between vibration 8 and 9, I'd say. Quite high up there. High vibrations, Virgo, and whoever else is here. Quite a lot of commitment to yourself there, and quite a lot of commitment to the program. Quite a lot of knowing better and adjusting situations around you to suit you. Six of Pentacles. A lot of balance between the give and take, sharing and giving. And seeing how you can win through that. Balance. barter, trade, sharing, giving and receiving. Stable giving and receiving, you know? Reliable kind. Dependable kind. Think about that. Think about what you do and what you could do. And try and get that energy into balance. We've got the Chariot card. Looks like somebody's going on a trip. Somebody's moving. What else? Cancer energy. Home. Interior design. Could be creating new energy for a home. Could be moving. Could just be going overseas. Could be traveling by ship. This could be a lot of freedom. It's a lot of responsibility too, and it's a lot of mastering. Leader energy. That's quick movement, quick thinking. This is deciding to kind of grab life by the reins and just going for it. Just doing it. The energy is there, backed up with the finances, backed up with the inner knowing, backed up with the give and take and the confidence that comes with that. Who's planning trips? Where are you guys going? Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Don't hold on to things just for sentiment's sake. It really is time to move on now. If you decide to abandon something and move forward, you go in search for more. And whenever you're fully committed to going in search of something, inevitably you find what you're looking for. Same kind of goes with the Six of Cups. If you decide to hang around in haunted closets, you will get spooked. Nostalgia sentiment, yes, it's lovely and it's great to wander down those internal corridors once in a while, but I think this energy really is about moving forward. Really kind of just going. And it's okay, because you know what you're going to find is going to still satiate you more than what you left behind. And sometimes the fear of, or the, what do you call it? The spooks of what you left behind kind of come back to play havoc with your mind. And that's okay. That's part of the process. Just keep going. Try and avoid being overly sentimental this time. I do want to say spend as much time with family as you can, however. Let's keep shuffling. Ooh. I'm going to take those because they were kind of dashed out. But I will take the Sun card because the Sun wants to be quite popular for you today. Dreams, hopes, wishes, luck, solar plexus energy, confidence, truth, belief. Know that it's possible if you let it be. If you trust that things are cyclical. What goes up inevitably comes down, and what's been down inevitably goes up. It's the law of the universe. It's something that's asking you to ignite certain fires within you, certain fires that might have to do with your talents, certain things that might mean that you're quite blessed and you're quite free, quite fun and open. Stay that way, huh? Stay here. This is a great place to be. Because this is kind of what life's going to be about for a while now. And take it all in and let it sit. Let it sit in the center of you. And don't forget to remind yourself that everything is absolutely dependent on how confident you are of the patterns of things that are happening around you. Decalcify pineal glands, fluoride toothpaste, and all that other weird stuff. Tea, even coffee also. Try to avoid that stuff right now. Stay awake as much as possible. Figuratively speaking. It's a good idea to get rid of things that are only going to weigh you down. Here comes the sun indeed. Let's keep shuffling. Do I have any questions? Four of Wands. A lot of you spend a lot of time thinking about love and marriage. Spend a little bit of time thinking about yourself first. Marry your new identity with who you are first. That always comes first. It's the first step. Yes, there will be something that you end up celebrating. And it might have something to do with that Lovers card partnership also. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was. Console yourself with yourself. And then see how like-minded energy flows to you. Celebrations ahead. Celebrations ahead. Alright guys, I think that's all I have for you guys this evening. That was a really beautiful reading. I think the energy is pretty magic at the moment. Things have been quite clear. And if you're listening, I think a lot of answers will come through. Stay in your magic and stay in your power. Okay? God bless. Take care. All the very best. I shall see you guys again soon.